So today we're going to be doing a discussion on um, possible further direction for the Star Wars series, whether that's in Episode 9 or in spin-off series, but we will mostly be focusing on Episode 9. And we're also going to be having a general discussion about this. So I'd like to hear some of your thoughts and opinions on what you guys thought on the movie, whether it was really, really good, what if it was bad, what did you find about it was bad, or if it was good, did you find anything that was bad about it? And stuff like that. So that's yeah, just write that down in the live chat, or if you're watching this uh not live, you can simply just go over and well, you know, watch this when it's not live, I guess. But if you haven't watched my last stream, I'll just do a little quick recap on that. Sorry, the clock's just going off. It's, if you hear that during the stream, it's just the clock. It's nothing like major. I'm not dying or anything like that. But yeah, just for a quick recap of that, I really, really, really enjoyed the movie. Like, it was in my top 5 Star Wars movies. It's like 9 Star Wars movies presently out right now. So that was not really that hard to get into the top 5. Obviously the prequels are up there because the prequels, the prequels are amazing. You know what I'm saying? The prequels are sort of the gods of the whole Star Wars trilogy. They're amazing, but no, they're not up there. Um, watch the last stream, which is just the video I streamed before this. This will be the last stream for a little while. Then I'll be back to video editing, and uploading everything like that, regular videos. I think the next stream that I'm going to be doing is in about 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks, possibly sometime around that. I don't know. This is just going to be basically about that one's going to be about casting the Bloodshot movie. If you don't know who Bloodshot is, episode on that is coming out shortly. But anyway, get back to my recap of the last video. So I really actually really enjoyed the episode 8. I found it to be quite interesting. Sometimes we found out new things that the Force can and can't do. We found out and fleshed out the characters more. We fleshed out Rey, Finn. Not so much Finn. I felt like Finn sometimes didn't get so much development as the other characters, but we definitely got more development for Poe Dameron, Rey, Rose, considering she's a new character. That was sort of obvious. And definitely Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren's and Rey's story arcs that are in the movie were actually some of the best story arcs in quite a long time, because Kylo was sort of that wimpy, emo sort of thing he had going on within The Force Awakens, but I think Rian Johnson sort of fixed that and made him into like this cool guy that you can actually not somewhat relate to, I guess, but more sort of engage in watching, whereas sometimes in The Force Awakens he sort of lacked off and didn't really feel much for the character. But now, since he's been fleshed out and his story arc was very well done, I felt like he's very well done. Quick recap on the problems that I had with it. Sometimes some parts felt like it went a bit for a long time and didn't really fit in sometimes, which just extended the time to 2 hours and 45 minutes, which is how it went. Sometimes the puppeteering and CGI in it weren't the best. I'd just say that. For example, when Yoda come up, it was a little bit. It's like weird. Actually, me and one of the friends I went to actually laughed when we first saw Yoda, because the puppeteering was a bit off, as well. So when I was looking at further directions for this movie, I honestly didn't know where to start. Whether I would start with Snoke, whether I would start with Kylo Ren, whether I would start with Luke, whether I'd start with Leia, whether I'd start with the whole First Order as a whole, or the Resistance. But a little bit more thinking and everything like that, and what I could start off with, sort of kick this in. That means I can segue into lots of different things. I think that the best thing would be able to start off with is talking about Snoke. For Snoke's further direction, how do I say this? I don't think he could really have a further direction, considering he's dead. Like, he's got cut in half by Kylo Ren. He's got stabbed through the middle. The lightsaber went straight through towards Kylo, cutting him in half. I probably should have said spoilers at the start of this stream, but yeah, spoilers. Sorry for that. It says it in the title as well. So Yeah, it says it in the title, and I'm saying it now after I've already said two spoilers. But yeah, I don't think Snoke will come back from that. I mean, characters in Star Wars before have come back from that, such as we have gotten who have we got that's come back alive? We have Darth Maul. Let's see if we can get any more. No, I think that's actually it. That's the only two people that have actually come. One person, sorry, that have come back, alive, being cut in half. Unless this thing's in the EU and everything like that, which I haven't really read much of the EU. I don't feel any edge to because Disney sort of just scrapped it all. I am presently reading Shattered Empire. I read one issue yesterday and going to finish it off today. It's a 4-issue mini-series talking about Poe Dameron's parents and also about Luke collecting these Force trees and everything like that, which ties into the Last Jedi. It's the Road to the Force Awakens sort of mini-series, I guess. It's very well written, what I've read of it so far. If you haven't read it, or if you would like to read it, you should definitely go check that out because it would also flesh out some more stuff for the character Poe Dameron and everything like that. But with Snoke coming back, he very well could, because he does have a high force ability. I highly doubt he will come back though. I mean, Snoke has the quite very large potential to come back, seen as if he can bounce force lightning off stuff, which I don't think the Emperor could do if he could. I mean, that's probably my fault that I didn't watch the original trilogy before I came here. But yeah, he very well could simply come back to life, but I highly doubt that wouldn't really make much sense for. It sort of almost ruins Kylo Ren's story arc within the movie if he did come back in Episode 9. Although if he did, you'd sort of have to implement it in a way that it was sort of set up maybe by Kylo and Snoke. That means it wouldn't cause any controversy or anything like that. Or if Snoke does come back and he is mad at them all, then just get Snoke to go in and just annihilate everyone or something like that, or kill like a bunch of First Order stormtroopers or something like. Then have a small confrontation with Kylo Ren. This could either end Kylo Ren's story arc as a whole, or put it onto a pause or anything like that, or get him to turn to the light side or become a great Jedi as such. Sort of like what Mace Windu was. Not Mace Windu wasn't a great Jedi as such, but I think great Jedi is a term created by Star Wars fans, not it's officially in canon, but I could make it in canon in Episode 9 and just have, I don't know, Kylo Ren sort of have used to be on the light side, but use dark side abilities, such as what Mace Windu did within Episode 1, 2, and 3, and also extended universe that is canon into Disney. Some of it, he's used it in just the Mace Windu 2017 comic book series. I know that's in continuity by Disney, and he uses it in that, although I haven't read much of it. If any, I've only seen a couple frames of it. I haven't actually read it. I'll have to read that soon. But yeah, I think if they definitely do something with Kylo Ren, and then if they do that with Snoke and everything like that, and Snoke comes back, they'll have to not make him so he goes completely to the light side, because if they completely make him to go to the light side, I think that will sort of ruin his story arc, and sort of like Episode 8's plot story arc was sort of for nothing and everything like that. Although if they do it in a well done way, which I think J.J. Abrams very well easily could pull off, I think that it could be done if he just jump straight to the light side. Although he needs to sort of be like this great Jedi type figure. If he does do that, puts in the cell by Snoke, fights his way out without a lightsaber. You could even do as well, just to make some more depth to character, using only the Force and stuff, just to see his growth and development with the Force. Considering he is Ben Solo, related to Han Solo, which is the husband of Princess Leia, which is the sister of Luke Skywalker, possibly the greatest Jedi of all time. Well, not the greatest Jedi of all time. It'll probably come down to someone in the Old Republic or anything, something like that, or perhaps even the prequel era with Mace Windu or Yoda or something like that. But I actually don't know. And the best Sith Lord is, the name escapes me right now, but I know a couple of really good Sith Lords and everything like that. I don't know any really, really good Jedi. I know a few, not as many as I do know Sith, but Sith just much more interesting. Talking about Sith, let's talk about and reference the Old Republic there. Let's move into the next points that we could go into, which is to do with actually uh, Darth Revan. Now, if you don't know who Darth Revan is, he was sort of a Jedi Sith sort of type figure thing. It's sort of complicated to explain it in a video later whenever I get the chance to upload it, because I have a lot of videos back up right now to upload. What I could possibly sort of put into this and everything like that, which I think if we were to implement Darth Revan fully into the movies, I think it would be to do with Rian Johnson's trilogy that he's going to write and direct himself, which Disney's gave him the full authority to do, which I'm actually very excited for. I hope it's the Old Republic stuff, because that's going to be really amazing to do. So if I've got Darth Revan, it's not in the Old Republic, so I just got that mixed up. If it is or if it's not, I can't exactly remember that well, but who knows? I hope he is. But yeah, that's a nice little sketch filter. But yeah, I really hope they actually do put in some sort of thing to do with Darth Revan, because if you don't know what I'm talking about, in The Last Jedi, Luke still that used to belong to Darth Revan, and he got it during the Star Wars Battlefront 2 campaign story mode. I haven't actually played Star Wars Battlefront 2 as of yet, but I will end up doing that sometime in the future, which I think if they do Darth Revan, I don't want them to completely change the character and make him into something that he isn't. I want him to stay true to the pre-Disney reign of terror, if you will, and I think that it'll be actually quite cool if they do something like that and interesting, which I actually hope they sort of do something like this, because if they do something to do with Darth Revan, and if they do include it in the Old Republic thing, then they'll have to sort of do something. How did the Empire, or how did Luke sort of? It needs to have sort of some back story on how it got to Luke. Maybe if that's during at the very, very end, have Darth Revan die at the end of the trilogy, or die sometime during the end of the trilogy, and then just have sort of a send off, like it goes somewhere, and then even have a game or a movie, not a movie, a game or a book or a comic book or something like that, to sort of sum up everything and sort of put it all together and everything like that, to say, hey, this is still all canon and everything like that in the Old Republic. We're just putting it in movie form just to change up some slight details and everything like that. And this is the journey that the crystal got to, from Darth Revan to Luke Skywalker, just to give that little bit of backstory on just simple stuff like that. I think it would be interesting like that. They have a bubble filter. This is amazing. So I definitely think if they do that, then it'll be complicated to pull off. But I think Rian Johnson definitely has the writing ability to be able to do that. We've seen that in The Force Awakens. And if you're wondering if I'm just like saying this up because it's let's just go back to normal. It's sort of annoying. This is sponsored by Disney or Star Wars or LucasArts or anything like that in any way. They haven't been. I just genuinely really did like this movie. I don't know why everyone doesn't like it so much, but anyway, I might read a negative review or something later. Probably not though. The next sort of discussion point that we can go on to is probably to do with Luke's lightsaber. What happened with that? So when Luke tried to attack and kill Kylo Ren, but then he didn't, and then it was like, whoa, Luke, that's totally out of your character, Rian Johnson. Why? I think it's sort of a bit of a it's not sort of happened. It did happen. He probably, when Kylo crumpled the temple or pushed that wall on top of Luke and himself, he would have probably dropped the lightsaber, and now it's somewhere within that rubble and he doesn't know where it is or something like that. Episode 9, Maz Kanata or something like, or another character similar to that might be able to come up and see something like that and sort of get it and either give it back to the Resistance, not to Luke obviously because he's dead, but give it back to just someone to sort of look after it and everything like that, and maybe able to use it. This could be the stepping stone, considering Luke's original lightsaber is destroyed, or Anakin's original lightsaber is destroyed now. So Rey could either use this one or another character could, another character that's force sensitive could, or something like that. But I think the best guess is that Rey makes her own lightsaber, just to sort of implement that she is a Jedi and everything like that. But then also give a have Luke's lightsaber just for self keeping and everything like that, just to sort of protect it and still hold Luke's memory there. Like that. So if Rey opens a Jedi temple and starts to train younglings, even though I don't think she's even ready for that stage yet, she's still sort of in the Padawan stage. If that would to happen, I think that she wouldn't give Luke's lightsaber away to everyone, sort of keep it maybe in a vault or something like that. Not a vault, but protect it from the other students and be like, this was Master Skywalker's lightsaber or something like that, and sort of inspire them such as that. But this actually is another interesting question that this raises. That child on I can't remember exactly what planet it was, but there was a child with a broom at the end that was sweeping, and then you saw the resistance ring. That resistance ring is from the old prequel era, when the senators used to show each other that they actually are indeed on the resistance side. Fun fact there. But I think that child could either become the present incarnation of after child pod racing Jedi. I hope that's the case. I mean, that would be pretty actually interesting to have. But that child at the end with the broom, I think that does have the potential to become the Disney version of Starkiller from the Force Unleashed games, which would create an interesting sort of thing. Yeah, it is. I'll tell you if there's any spoilers coming up, but there's no, there shouldn't be any spoilers so far. If there is, then it's my fault. I accidentally forgot to say that at the very, very start. Luckily, no one was watching when I said it, so that helped me out there. But if that does become Starkiller, then I think that definitely has potential, and I really do want Starkiller to appear somewhere within the Disney canon. I wouldn't really mind if it's not so much in a movie. I would prefer if it was in a movie, but I definitely think that if they don't go along with something to do with Starkiller or a character very similar to Starkiller, such as Rey, could have that character development. In episode 9, Rian Johnson, in his original trilogy that he's going to make, could involve something to do with Starkiller or something like that, even if it's to do it sort of happens around the time of Rogue One, probably not the time of Rogue One, probably New Hope, Rogue One, that sort of stage. We could get that slightly shifted away from I think the Force Unleashed and original games happened sometime during Empire Strikes Back, sometime around that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if they just move it back a little bit, it would fit into the timeline probably nice and smoother or something like that. But I would like to move away from that sort of original trilogy area, maybe focus a bit more on the prequel era. Now, the prequels weren't the greatest thing and everything like that. I think if we just get some more extensions of that, we could then collect the roots and stuff from that, and also implement them into further episodes such as 9 and 10 and everything like that. Because I doubt they'll do it episode 10 just so soon. Because what are the other movies that we have lined up? At the present moment, we presently have next year it's the Han Solo movie. After that, it's episode 9. Then after that, it's Boba Fett, Obi-Wan solo movie. I don't know. It keeps changing. It used to be the Boba Fett solo movie. Then it was going to be, I don't know who it was going to be then. Then it moved on to Boba Fett. No, Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's Obi-Wan right now. It's rumored to be. Whether that comes true or not, I don't know. I've always wondered, was the Emperor confirmed dead? I would say he is, but Darth Maul survived his supposed death, as did Boba Fett. The Emperor is dead. Star Wars Battlefront 2 game, he's dead. He's not coming back from that. Although, technically, the Emperor is still alive, if you will, because he's downloaded his programming. I don't know if he put his brain patterns or programming or whatever it was into a protocol droid, so now his face is on it, or if he just did a ton of videotapes and filmed himself and put him onto it. on a little video player and everything or something like that, and download them onto it like an MP3 files with maybe just CGI'd his face onto it or something like that. I highly doubt that's what he did, but I think he downloaded some sort of his consciousness or something into the droid. So technically, I don't know if that protocol droid holding the Emperor actually died in the Star Wars Battlefront 2, or if it's still alive, just roaming the galaxy. Like, what up? I'm a protocol droid now. So technically, yes, he is dead, but his memory will live on in the form of an annoying protocol droid. Talking about protocol droids, C-3PO, I don't know if he has his red arm. Oh, that's annoying me now. I actually don't... I don't know if C-3PO has his red arm in the Last Jedi. He might. I don't know. But it was explained in the Force Awakens backstory and everything like that why he had his red arm, but it hasn't explained why he... he probably does have his red arm. Now that I'm just I don't think he does. It'd be interesting how he got his arm back if he just got one like, Leia, what up? You know, can I have my arm back or something like that? Or maybe crafted a new arm or just spray painted it with a little bit of spray paint. Always does the job of fixing paint problems. Hammonds does that actually. Should have gone to Hammonds. You need to get some Hammonds paint just put on C-3PO's arm, fixes that up perfectly fine. It's gold again. Amazing. That would be amazing. Although I highly doubt that's actually real. Apparently Last Jedi has divided the fans a lot more than The Force Awakens. Your thoughts on this? I mentioned this slightly earlier in the stream. I can see some problems with The Last Jedi that I won't go into full detail because I've referenced them a lot already in the stream. But there was definitely lots of problems. Some with character development, some with characters not being as much as who we thought they were, I guess. And the cinematography in the movie was great though. Sometimes the puppeteering was actually a bit odd and everything like that, which it was something. That's just the phone running in the background. Sorry. It was something. So yeah, I do definitely see the problems about that. It's, you know, if a movie's bad or something like that, don't like run around and screech at people about it or something like that. And you can talk about it amongst people or something like that, but don't like go around and try and ruin it for other people and stuff just because it sucks. Like, go into YouTube. If it has people divided, civil debate and something like that, but once it gets like sort of blown up to a bigger scale, the sort of The Force Awakens sort of did after it was released on DVD, about a month or two after it was released on DVD, it sort of blew up massively, and lots of Star Wars comment sections were just people. Pretty much every comment thread was people arguing about the movie. So as long as it doesn't get to that stage and it's just sort of, oh, the movie was bad and everything like that, then it wouldn't be that bad, I guess. I mean, it's still sort of annoying. A lot of them, they're just everywhere. It's like cockroaches in rotten wood or something. I don't know. Amazing metaphor there. But yeah, as long as it doesn't get blown up to a too big of a scale, then yeah, because I can see its problems, but I hope it doesn't happen like The Force Awakens, how everyone turns on it a couple months after it's released. It's like, this was good, but now we think it sucks, like with a change of mind and everything like that. Which was annoying, but I hope it doesn't get blown up to the scale that The Force Awakens a couple months after did. I hope it just stays sort of subtly, I guess. Yeah. Not, yeah, just subtly, because if it does blow up, it would sort of cause too much controversy, then Disney's always under fire. Why doesn't everyone just come together and start attacking Disney instead? Is it better than any of the original trilogy movies or any of the prequel movies? Empire Strikes Back and New Hope are the two best Star Wars movies of all time. New Hope, I would probably put Star Wars The Last Jedi, in my opinion, just ahead of New Hope, ever so slightly. I really, really enjoyed it, actually. It was really well done. Rian Johnson had sort of the guts to sort of go somewhere that J.J. Abrams didn't. This is one reason why people didn't like The Force Awakens, is because it was too similar to A New Hope. people didn't want to sort of wanted to get away from that and sort of wanted to have an original story. But now that Rian Johnson has got an original story, everyone's spazzing out about it, which is hypocritical, to say the least, I guess. But definitely the third best Star Wars movie in my opinion. Then after that, it would probably go Star Wars: The Force Awakens. So I hate ordering things like this because I love them all probably equally, just slightly above each other. I would probably put them all as number one, but I can't do that, unfortunately. Then this is where it just goes to I actually can physically order them. Episode Rogue One after that, not an episode. I didn't really like Rogue One. It was alright. It was pretty good, but I didn't really like it as much as I did the others. Then Revenge of the Sith. Then probably Attack of the Clones. Then, actually no, probably no. Attack of the Clones is the best. I hate sand. It's coarse, rough, irritating. It gets everywhere. Attack of the Clones is the best. But no, probably Phantom Menace slightly above. Or probably equal. For the Attack of the Clones and Phantom Menace. I would put Attack of the Clones slightly higher because Samuel L. Jackson gets more screen time and he's amazing. But I just really like that fight scene more at the end. But this is hard now because Darth Maul. I can't forget Darth Maul. Power. This is exactly why I said a little while back that the prequel trilogies are the greatest Star Wars movies of all time because the memes that you can get from them is incredible. I mean, the memes are just absolutely incredible right now. I set up a Discord server as well, so that's nice. It's called same name as the podcast name, Logical Nerds. You should check that out and join it. So I'm not alone on it anymore. Probably make a 30-second video or so of it later in the day or sometime just after the stream or something like that. But yeah, definitely go check that out and talk about it further, talk about random stuff, I guess. So that'd be nice. Greatest plug of all time. I wish I could plug that good in all of my videos. Yes, link it in the stream. I'll put it in the comment section at the end because I'm... Wait a second. Share... No, I don't want to share. Not presently letting me go on with it any further because that's what you live streaming off things does. It's be racist to you. So that's a bit of a disappointment that I can't do that, but I'll put it in the comment section or description at the end of the stream once it's finished the process. Once I get the thumbnail and everything up on it like that. So yeah, and also we'll make a video later in the day just talking about it for like 30 seconds, then upload it, probably delete it later when I don't actually I probably will delete it later. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see the character development for characters such. I think Rey and Kylo Ren definitely got the most character development. Changeable Wolf, hello, Changeable Wolf. I remember you from Sunday's stream. Yes, Sunday's stream. That's what it was. Yeah, Rey and Kylo Ren got the most story arc extension in it, which I think they needed a lot because Rey and Kylo Ren both had lots of controversy within The Force Awakens, with lots of people calling Rey a Mary Sue and Kylo Ren being an emo sort of person. Now they sort of fixed that and sort of made the characters sort of more grounded and more better, I'm going to say, because the characters were I didn't really like what they did with the characters too much in The Force Awakens, although I really did like it, but Rey and Kylo Ren were a bit, okay, can we get some more from this? The old Star Wars, yeah, I find it getting boring. I actually sort of agree there. Rogue One, it was good, could have been better, anything like that. Yeah, I actually agree a lot. Just to have that sort of nostalgic sort of feel to the whole theme, sort of bringing it in and everything like that, including characters from the old. Bit of a gaming question, but since Star Wars Battlefront 2 EA is failing sales, they currently have under 1 million sales after weeks. Does that mean the license might get revoked off EA? depends really. As long as probably will or Disney might just buy EA because that's pretty much what they're going to do. Given an extra few years, Disney's just gonna own everything, so they can just, who cares what gaming company, just who wants to make a Star Wars game, just throw it out there at the time. So if they do revoke it, they'll probably just put it onto someone else, then just buy everything in the future, just buy everything. They're ruining Star Wars. They sort of are. I agree. They have done some good things with it and everything like that, but they definitely have done some bad things with the strap. I wouldn't say they have done all bad things. They have done some good things and sort of extend on the universe, but them scrapping the extended universe. Why? Why does it now? We just have a few. Yeah, bring back the extended universe. I want the extended universe back. I'm going to go on a revolt now. Let's go on a revolt. Change the wolf. Discord server. I have one. It's called Logical Nerds. When it's up. YouTube's not letting me link it though, so I'll do that after the stream. Before let me then. Hopefully it will. But I really hope they do bring back the extended universe. But in some ways, it's sort of going to ruin what they've done with the next few years, because it's sort of going to kind of, it wouldn't ruin that much. Like, it can be easily explained with a couple comics or two, such as the extended universe. It's a bunch of, so during episode 4, 5, and 6, 1, 2, 3, up until 2011, 2014, or 2012, whenever it was, there was a bunch of books, comic books, various things like that, that it sort of expanded on the Star Wars universe, gave it more depth and extension to it and everything like that. So if you didn't just want to watch the movies, you could read the comics and stuff, and that was all in continuity. We got Darth Revan, we got the Old Republic in it and everything like that. But now that Disney's owned it, they've scrapped all that. So the Old Republic, we don't even know if that's in continuity anymore. The only things that are in continuity right now are the movies, Star Wars: The Clone Wars, Star Wars Rebels, and Star Wars Episode 2. That's what I thought, like Temple Guards, etc. Yeah, they're scrapped out of continuity. I really want Darth Revan. That's all I want. Luke had his crystal in Episode 8. Like, he sent it for like 2 seconds, but I want Darth Revan back. Darth Revan is amazing. Or Darth Malgus, actually. That would be sick. Imagine Darth Malgus within the Star Wars universe, like in continuity. Brian Johnson, when you're making your original trilogy, Old Republic, Darth Revan, Darth Malgus. Just why is there so many Darths in this video? I've said this should be like get a dollar for every time I say Darth. You'll be a millionaire within a minute. But definitely Darth Malgus and Darth Revan. That's two characters that I would like to see from the extended universe officially added in, instead of just seeing one of their crystals. They would die of age though, unless we make an Old Republic movie, like go back hundreds of years and go way back then and sort of implement them. But good with the flashback. Yeah, we could actually get a flashback, like for example, Rey gets a Force vision or something like that, sees Darth Revan just sitting there, and then he just like sitting on a throne, then he just looks up and says, "Sup," or something like that. Like that. That would be absolutely amazing, just to have that. And Darth Malgus, the Charles Xavier cosplayer, could just come over and be like, "I am still here somehow," and then Darth Revan and him could start playing a game of Chinese checkers or something like that. What's another board game that's considered boring? That moment they only have 3 Darths in the movie. That's true. I'm just gonna include Darth Revan as canon technically. Just the character, none of his backstory or anything like that, because you said he's crystal in that, unless it belongs to another character. But Darth Revan can be in there. So that's actually true. Darth Maul, Darth Trainius, Darth Sidious. No, there's a couple more than 3. Darth Maul, know him. Darth Sidious, which is the Emperor. Darth Trainius, which is Count Dooku. Darth Vader, which is Darth Vader. Enough said there. Then we go into technically Darth Revan. If you technically want to count it, technically you could, you couldn't. Who knows? I'm counting Darth Revan as canon as long as it doesn't get, if it gets confirmed or deconfirmed by Disney. If it gets deconfirmed, I'll probably cry myself to sleep that night. Who's Darth Vader? Darth Plagueis. Yes. There is officially 5 in continuity. Technically 6, but technically 5 confirmed. Who is Darth Vader? Darth Vader, he's I don't know who he is exactly myself. I think he was a clone sometime during the uh Force Awakens, I think. I don't know. No, he's Darth Vader. That's yeah. Best description of him of all time. Actually, that'd be an interesting Darth Bane. 6 officially in continuity. Yes. I actually think Darth Bane's XR can't. I don't know if he's in continuity or anything. I'm assuming he's not because Disney, because just Disney. But XR Khan would actually be an interesting character. Yeah, he should be putting. He should be putting. I like how this has just slowly turned into a rant about Disney, not including the extended universe within their lore and everything like that. I think there's only a few themes because in this Star Wars official days Disney Star Wars Encyclopedia to come out just before the Force Awakens release that I have, uh, yeah, that's pretty true. It only has I think I have it in my hands right now. I think it only has one comic character within the entire thing, which is extended universe character, which I'm gonna actually try and find it right now. So just bear with me while I flip through this. Bear with me. Yeah, he made the rule of 2. Yeah, that is correct. So there could only be 2 Sith, because Sith are greedy. They sort of remind me from Laughley's from the Green Lantern comics, actually. Actually, they're not really much like Laughley's. They could be considered Laughley's. Who knows? This is amazing, just going through the Star Wars Encyclopedia. I should really be doing this during the stream, but anyway. And just seeing all this amazing stuff that's in canon. Could have seen more amazing stuff that's not in canon, but anyway, good job, Disney. Let's see. That is in the movies. Oh wait, this is annoying. Might just make it a video. Yeah, I think I'll just make a video on that later because I can't find it off the quick of my thing. Like quickly. It'd be better if we could definitely get more extended universe things, even if they just put 1 or 2 things in continuity. There was a book, Legends of Luke Skywalker, I think it's called, or something like that. That people tell when Count Dooku died and Anakin was still a Jedi. Does that mean General Grievous was technically Darth Sid's apprentice for that brief period of time? Technically not, because Count Dooku trained General Grievous, which means technically, if now that Obi-Wan was there, yep, that's there you go, that's another one. Is he in continuity? Okay, I'm just not going to question that. When Qui-Gon Jinn died, Obi-Wan got trained for Yoda for like a week or something. So technically, if Qui-Gon Jinn died, that means that Yoda would be his apprentice. So the same with the XR. Nah, he's not in continuity. Unfortunately, because I want him to be, but he's not. Which is really unfortunate because he is an amazing character. It would be really cool to get him into continuity. Just imagine XR just coming in, just absolutely annihilating everyone. This end of episode 9, small after credit scene, you just see them all celebrating or something on a forest moon of something. I'll make up of Hapta. That can be the name of the planet now. And then just XR just comes in and just absolutely annihilates them all with like one thought. XR is the most powerful Sith Lord of all time. That is correct. That would be amazing. Just having him there, just completely just thinking just one thing with the Force, and then just completely obliterating the entire Resistance party or whatever like that. I'm assuming the Resistance is going to win at the end of episode 9. Although it would be good to see the First Order win at the end of episode 9. And then Darth Malgus, Darth Malak. Is Darth Malgus in continuity though? Because I don't know if he is, because he's during the Old Republic era. Darth. There probably is one, like the very first Sith Lord. No, the very first Sith Lord. Like one of the very first Sith Lords is really just like. Yes, the boy with the broom at the end of The Last Jedi. That is Darth. 100%. That'd be interesting to see a character called Darth Vader or something like that. That's what Kylo Ren changed his name to. So we have Darth Vader, which means Dark Father. French or Italian or Watto is Exarchon. No, just no. Just no. Exarchon is not Watto. Jar Jar Binks is. That's obvious. Jar Jar Binks. There you go. That's another Dark Lord. I mean, have you ever? I'm assuming you guys have watched any of the videos like Jar Jar Binks is a Sith Lord and something like that. And it's actually reasonably interesting because you see lots of different things that makes like points to him directly being a Sith Lord. I mean, I want Disney just to purposefully put this back into continuity that he is a Sith Lord. That would be so amazing, like plot twist. There was an even higher up than Snoke, and that is Darth Jar Jar. Just you imagine like at the like close to the end of episode 9 or something. Kylo Ren gets defeated or something like that. Then Jar Jar just comes out, and so it just attacks everyone. Is there a Discord so I can send you a pic? There is a Discord. I set that up this morning, actually. It's called Logical Nerds. You can just look for it, I guess, or something like that. I'll put the link in the description of this video after I've done this. Actually... Wait a second. Exarchon, yes, that is true. How do you copy stuff from Discord? I don't know. I only got it this morning. I don't know anything about... How to basic reference there. Greatest YouTuber. Yeah, because I'll send it to someone that can then send it to... the group chat, not the group chat, what am I talking about, the live stream, like that, and then that will be helpful. That means you can Astral Assassin, how do you copy channel links? I don't know how to do it. It's like really obvious, but I just don't know how to do it, and everything like that, which is sad actually that I don't know how to do that. I should know actually how to do it. Anyway, I'll have to learn. Young Padawan, there we go. I'll be a young Padawan. I have over 90 Sith Lords. Fair enough. That's actually pretty true. I'm just gonna fiddle around. Send it into the live stream now, so that's helpful. I couldn't send it directly into my live stream or anything like that, so that's actually unfortunate because I can't access the messages, which I think is actually a little bit annoying. I think I probably should, considering, well, like the moderator of the stream, I should be able to access the chat and like type stuff in the chat, but I actually can't, which I find to be a little bit annoying. But yay. Someone joined my server. Yay. Yeah, but just give it a second or two when a kangaroo. Haha, lol. Australia reference. Let's go Australia. Australia's the greatest country. Yeah. Astral should be sending it into the wait, one sec. Got in the way. I'll just give it a few seconds or something like that, a minute or so, and then Astral should be sending into the not stream, link into the streams. That means you'll be able to join it and everything like that. I will be making a video on this later, like after this stream, I finish streaming, it's finished processing or everything like that. Like a 30-second video, just linking it down in the comment section, but like go to it or something like that. Probably won't even bother making a thumbnail for that because I'll probably delete it later, and then I'll just plug it at the end of every video. You need to be a mod. You need to be. How do you send links on? Wait, I'm present on my iPad. trying to send like how do we do? No, I don't want to flip the camera around. You can look at some bubbles for the minute. Give me a second. Bear with me. Bear with me. There's the... Yes. Add moderator. Astral Assassin is now a moderator of your channel. There you go. Then I'm gonna remove you from being a moderator in a second. But Darth Revan need it. Darth Revan 100% needs to be a moderator. We need Darth Revan to be a moderator. We need Darth Revan. We need Darth Revan. Darth Revan must be here. Darth Revan versus Darth Malgus. That actually would be a decent battle, actually. I'm going to consider making that. That actually wouldn't be a necessarily... I think they should had a lightsaber in Dark Souls 3. It would help me out a lot. Dark Souls 3, if you had a lightsaber... it depends what your version, because I know it can't cut Zero Beast hide, which means technically it wouldn't be able to cut some things in Dark Souls. No, never mind, I probably would be able to. So yeah, it would make the game really easy. Just like go in, instantly stab it, dies. Done. And the game would be able to complete it in like an hour or like 2. Easily being able to just go through and just one-shot everything easily. That would actually be really, really interesting, having a lightsaber in a Dark Souls game and how easy it would become. It's nice watching these bubbles, isn't it? So much. I'm going to turn those bubbles off. You can... Silver screen. There you go. This is the better. This is the better one. This is some quality things. I'm just going to put it back to normal. Do you have any more things about Dark Souls or anything like that? Not Dark Souls, Star Wars Episode 8 discussion or further discussions. It looks like a shit. That's true. But do you guys have any more further discussion notes or further direction the Star Wars universe could take? Throwing it over to you guys now. This is going to be amazing. First time I've thrown it over to people watching the direction of the stream, not just me listening to me talk the whole time. A what if series, yeah. Yes, but this reminds me of this Marvel What If comic series that had a bunch of Han Solo never died. That probably nothing much would change. I mean, we might have slight changes in what happened in Episode 8. Not much though, probably not a great deal. He probably would have died in Episode 8 at the end. Again, like Kylo just comes down from the... and then just... hello. Stabs, dead. So if he did survive, he'd probably die in Episode 8, or not much would change. Maybe a couple more stormtroopers, First Order troopers or something would die, or something like that, but nothing really major else would really happen like that, I think. But, yeah. That's all we can really say about for this stream. I hope you guys did enjoy watching it and have as much fun as I did streaming this as you guys did watching it. It was very much fun. Please join the Discord server. Link to that in the description below after this video has finished processing and everything like that. Order 65. I'm not actually sure what Order 65 is. Like Order Pizza or something like that. I don't know, something like that. But if you did, make sure to drop a like on this now or after it's finished processing and I've done the thumbnail and everything like that. Hit that subscribe button and everything like that. And I'll see you guys on Sunday again for another video. Goodbye.